We are post-game here of Glenville State at West Liberty. Coach, why don't you start us off with a few opening thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to start with giving Glenville credit. A whole new roster pretty much this year, new coaching staff, system intact, and they've trended up this year. So you got to give them credit for that because that's not an easy thing to do. As far as shifting gears to us, obviously scoreboard doesn't reflect it, but a lot of good. There was a lot of good in there. I just thought there were too many times where people are going to look at the turnover number and going to go, man, the pressure really ate you up. I think a little bit of it was self-inflicted. Don't get me wrong, them speeding you up does those kind of things, but we had a lot of moments that are controllable for us. And, another game where we have turnovers high, but scoring's still high. So we take a little bit better care of the basketball. When we get shots, we're highly efficient. And that shouldn't shock us because that's who we've been. Biggest thing that I challenge them with is being good in sudden change, knowing that this is a team that can put it on you quick. And I thought we were really, really good in sudden change. I think they had to grind out the game to get it to where it was going into the fourth quarter, and then we continued to fight there. So really, really pleased. These two obviously had great games. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of their leadership. I'm proud of their fight. Jenna picks up another double-double, so love that for her, and she's fighting like crazy. I thought we got a tremendous lift from that. Limited, minutes. We didn't get her in the first. She got 13 minutes in the second, and she took advantage of those. So she gave us a really good lift, rebounding the basketball, owning some things, and getting better. So we need that more consistently from her.
Coach, starting off with you here with another question as well. You had mentioned the turnovers. I thought there were points and times too where you were able to limit the live ball turnovers compared to dead ball turnovers. I know a turnover is still a turnover, but how did that possibly kind of change the style of the game there too, allowing your defense to get set?
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm referencing. Like, we have some moments that it's self-inflicted, but if you're going to take a turnover against a style of play like they play, we obviously would rather have it not be a live ball turnover. But just too many wasted moments still, regardless of that stuff. But I think what that does is it makes it more of a grind. They don't get in the flow. When you look at how they play, they're known to put it on somebody for a 2-minute stretch, and then boom, you got to call a timeout. With the exception of the very beginning of the game, we didn't have those moments. And that's a testament to us locking in and getting to the next play, which, again, as this team continues to grow together and as we get into the back half of conference right now, we've got an opportunity where we've put a lot of adversity behind us. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but this can be a good springboard week for us, and we've got to be ready to move forward come Monday.
Corinne and Bailee, there are moments in the game where you were able to find kind of holes in their press and able to create opportunities, finding the open players, finding the open passes. Kind of talk about what you saw in those moments.
I think a lot of it is just working for each other, coming back to the ball, looking up sideline, using each other. Our main focus was to stay composed and try to create advantage situations for each other so that we could get good looks.
Piggybacking off of Co, I thought that when we broke the press, like she said, we did have good looks and it got us in our motion and put us at an advantage against them, just because that's our motion. So. Okay.
For any of you, a lot of good momentum. I thought I saw kind of in the fourth quarter, outscored them 20-16. How do you kind of take that and roll into the next game?
I think with a game like this and a week we've had, you just got to take the good with the bad, learn from it, and go into next week just preparing for our next opponents and getting better at what we can control.
Yeah, I agree with Cal. I think that if we control what we can control, then we'll have better outcomes.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.